John O'Dowd, if I can begin with you, what's your reaction then to the outcome of last night's debate?
Well, unfortunately what we'll do is study the speech by Peter Robson and other DUP members in Westminster last night. But if they're serious about resolving the parading issue, there's no point speaking to an MP hall in Westminster. What they need to do is encourage, indeed insist upon the Orange Order and other marching orders, that they sit down with their nationalist and Republican neighbours and they talk about parades, because that's how parades will be resolved. But Peter Robson was saying last night that he wants to remove the Parades Commission and put in another adjudicating body. But that'll not resolve the parades, it'll not resolve any of the issues. What will resolve it is discussions between the loyal orders and the nationalist and Republican community who is affected by those parades.
What's your reaction, though, to the linkage between the devolution of policing and justice and the parading issue? Because Peter Robinson, we heard earlier in the programme, saying that it was Sinn Féin who first linked the two issues.
Well, the Ulster report talks about the transfer of parading issues and decision-making powers to local politicians. And what we were saying is, if there's going to be a transfer of parading issues, then you have to transfer all responsibilities, and policing and justice is part of that. So it's linked in the sense that if Peter Robson's serious about resolving parades or publishing the Ulster report, then you have to include policing and justice in the sense that both powers are co-joined, not as a precondition one to the other. But I think it's interesting. I done an interview with Arlene Foster only 10 days ago, and Arlene Foster was at pains to insist that none of the other demands the DUP had were prerequisite to the transfer of policing and justice. So I wonder what has changed within the last 10 days.
Well, let's bring in Nigel Dodds on that point. What has changed in the last 10 days, Mr. Dodds?
Well, first of all, Karen, I'm delighted that the Democratic Unionist Party was able to use its opportunity to have an opposition day debate in the House of Commons yesterday on the issue of parading, because too often I think these are left until they are highly controversial right in the heat of the moment, and it's important at this stage in the calendar that we are actually debating these issues, and the communities and the loyal orders and others know that these issues are being raised at this stage.
You say, sorry to interrupt.
Nothing has changed as far as we're concerned in terms of the issues concerning policing and justice. We've said that there are a number of issues that need to be addressed, the financial issues which are being addressed, institutional arrangements, and the issue of community confidence. We have stressed that over and over again, and a crucial part and a key test of community confidence must be, we all know, is the issue of parading. And this, as you pointed out to John O'Dowd, is an issue that Sinn Féin themselves have linked to policing and justice. So there's nothing new in any of this. And what we're saying is these issues have to now be resolved. You can't have a situation where people are demanding, power sharing but refuse to share a public road. You can't have a situation where people are saying, you have to end sectarianism, but then saying, a public highway is only owned by one community and the other community isn't entitled to use it at certain times of the year.
Well, just to be absolutely clear, is scrapping the Parades Commission part of the DUP price for devolving policing and justice?
Well, the scrapping of the Parades Commission, and there was heavy criticism of the Parades Commission last night in the House of Commons, and indeed, the Minister of State, Paul Goggins, referred to the need for consensus, and we pointed out that there was no consensus or agreement to support in the unionist community as far as the Parades Commission is concerned. And the Ashdown report, strategic report on parading, paves a way forward which does away with the Parades Commission, which we warmly welcome. All of these issues have got to be resolved because the issue of community confidence is key.